Welcome to Support Desk Live. It's Thursday. My name is Allie Miriam, and I will be your support desk support for the day. As we have people come in and as we get started, a few housekeeping things. Number one, when you come in, just know that this support desk event is streamed live into our Facebook group. Hi, Facebook group. And so this is going to be public information, okay? Also, we do repurpose this video and we use it on our YouTube channel. So there's that. If you're on Facebook, I encourage you to click through and come join us in the room. You do not have to turn on your camera. You don't have to unmute if you don't want to. You could just be in the room with these other amazing creators as they ask questions, collaborate, learn all around their Zenler sites and business. We also talk a lot of strategy in here. We just finished the Creator AI Summit, and let me tell you, lots of good stuff in there, you guys. So welcome. I see we have a couple people with us. Rohit, welcome. Sarah, welcome. How are you two today? Hello, Rohit. How are you? Did you get a chance to watch any of the summit yet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good.
Consumed it like an animal would consume food, you know?
Yeah. I think a lot of people were feeling like that yesterday, right? Like it's like that's going to happen once in a while. We're going to get excited and go do all the things, but we always have to bring it back to ourselves and be like, okay, what's useful for me? Which one of these talks, which one of these ideas fits into the strategy that I'm using right now that I can apply and like have some progress with. So really, I think that's probably the most important thing, but it was very exciting. Was there anything in particular that you learned from the summit that you were like, "Oh, that's good to know."
Yes. So before, like 4 days before the summit, I took a pro subscription of Claude and I trained myself on projects and instructional prompting. And then I found David talking about it very passionately, and he helped us understand instructional prompting, which is mentioned in the email that I received from Zenler 1 hour ago. So projects and instructional prompting, game changing for my business. So
Nice.
I have created 5 projects now in my Claude subscription, and I'm amazed at what it can do for my business. Like it can generate 25 invoices for me in minutes. I just have to give it information in an Excel sheet. It will give me all the invoices in PDF format. I just have to give it my YouTube video link, and it gives me a thumbnail. It gives me well, what do you say? The social media preview post. And also gives me 5 titles, which are written by a professional copywriter.
Mhm.
Another interest
100%.
Another interesting thing I did is I have written 16 articles on Substack. Now on Substack, you can download your article in PDF format. So I downloaded all 16 articles and put them in Claude. So now it understands my voice. It understands my writing style. So I just have to send him a voice note and it will generate an entire Substack post for me in seconds.
Yes,
In my voice. in my
Right, in
voice.
your voice and your writing. Well, here's the other thing. Yeah, you have to review it, right? You have to read through it, make sure it didn't
Yeah,
mess
yeah,
anything up, make sure
yeah,
it's accurate. But yeah, how long does it take? Like, so how do you make AI actually useful and strategic for your business to do something that saves you time and energy? You've put in
yeah,
so much work, Rohit, into all of your
yeah.
writings and
Yes,
so much, and now you can use that to train AI to help you produce it so much more quickly. I love that for you. I really do.
yeah.
Because you have a really you have a really
It's a
great
very
niche.
specific niche. It's a very
Yeah,
specific niche. It's not for everybody. It's super,
exactly.
super niche down.
Yes, yes. And yeah, so I love that for you. So that's great. Yeah, I have really enjoyed all of the talks. I did miss one or two of them because I was doing other things. But I caught most of it and it was really, really great. One of our members, Amit, he did um, he did some great stuff on building coding, vibe coding, and getting the websites. That's what I'm going to have to go back and watch again because I actually already was working on something in relation to that. And he mentioned a couple of things during his training that I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll have to come back and watch this one again when I get to that thing on my list because it was something, and that's kind of the thing. If there's a speaker talking about something you're already kind of looking at, like that makes it a great talk to watch because it fits into your life right now, what you're doing right now, what you're working on in your business. And it seems like the next logical step because otherwise, all of it's exciting, right?
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
is exciting right now. Everything. It's like, oh, I could do this, I could do this. So, how do we prioritize the things that we're going to use and test? Because we can't do them all right now,
yes,
so we have to pick the ones that relate the most to us and our own businesses. So that's great. Yeah. I'm gonna
yeah,
do that with some websites, landing pages, like that kind of stuff. I have another friend that actually does that and has used like I think she used Claude and she built a whole website. And it's super fun just to play on it. Like, and it's useful website. It gives actually useful information, but it's like a website and a tool. And I think for me, that's one of the biggest things that I took away from the summit is that the working with AI isn't just about like helping it speed up your service, but just like software as a service, just like SaaS, these AI tools that you build can also be the thing that you build and sell. They can be the product that you
yeah,
deliver, or it could be a combination, right? So just thinking about I don't know, unique ways to apply things to yourself because I think David said it yesterday, like right now, it's just anything is really possible. Like we used to always say that. The American dream or whatever dream or this dream or that dream, like we all have it. And we've always said you can do whatever you want. But really, every person has limitations, right? We
yeah,
all
yeah,
have them based on just access to things, everything, our edge access to education. So many things have an impact on whatever dream you can do it. But now, with AI, one of the things it's doing is breaking down a lot of barriers to entry to even
yeah,
start and making it way more affordable, way easier for a lot of people. So now it's a very exciting time where you really can live your dream, even if you don't have
absolutely.
the money. You can try to build it
Yeah,
out. You have resources now that used to be gate kept by people.
yeah,
There was a lot of gatekeeping, but this whole AI thing is changing the playing ground. It's leveling the field where just everyday people, can just go, I've got an idea and build something real and useful, and make money at
yeah.
it. So it's exciting.
I
There.
remember like 3, 4 years ago, you had to go to upwork.com or fiverr.com to pay for a YouTube thumbnail. They were
Ah,
charging $40 for one
oh,
YouTube thumbnail. And now in $200 for an entire year, I get the entire Claude suite of products.
nice.
I
Exactly.
just can't believe it. I can't
Yeah.
believe it.
I was having a conversation with somebody similar yesterday, just that, there is nothing new under the sun. Imagine back in the day, the first person to ever hear a record, a
Yeah.
vinyl, when they drop the needle, the sound of this machine creating this sound for the very first time, and them hearing it for the first time and being like, whoa, like just being
Yes.
blown
Yeah.
away by a record player and a vinyl album, like being completely, that's the most advanced technology that
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
had seen. But AI is the same thing. It's advanced, but it's still a tool. It's a hammer. But
Yeah.
it's advanced and it's exciting and it is gonna change a lot of things for a lot of people, but we just have to remember it's still just a tool. I see we've got some more people joining us. Welcome to Educational Support Desk. My name is Allie. I am your support desk host. And at the bottom of the screen, there's a little heart that says react. There's an option to raise your hand or somewhere in there, maybe. I don't know. So if you have a question, you can raise your virtual hand, or you can just discuss and have chat with us. That's fine too.
Yes.
So, how is everybody else doing? Does anybody else have any questions coming in? You can raise your hand at the bottom. Judy, how are you, Judy? Welcome.
Hey, Judy.
Hello. I got the memo about wearing stripes today. So anyway,
Did you? Oh,
I'm
yes.
kidding.
I didn't. I lost it. Right.
I was like, oh my God, are you? And I'm wearing it.
Yeah. So I'm glad David's here. So couple things, and I don't know,
Kevin.
Kevin, I'm sorry. Um, sorry.
It's all
Couple
right. I'm not
things.
offended
Couple
much.
things. Like when I am working on a class, and it used to 2 years ago, it didn't underline a misspelled word, so you didn't know you had misspelled a word, which drove me nuts. Because I am not the best speller. I went to 12 years of Catholic school, and spelling was not what they focused on. So anyway, it now underlines a misspelled word, which is great. However, it won't correct the spelling. Like it'll show what it's supposed to be, but it won't correct the spelling. And then the problem is the little, like red move tool, or not move tool, plus tool for the next box will be over top of the text, and you can't get to the text. And so it'll show you what the correct spelling is supposed to be, and you have to then manually type it in. Super annoying. It does work in the emails, which is weird that it would work in the emails, which I'm guessing is a plugin from a third party source that it's working in the emails. And so trying to change grammar and, correct the spelling as you're going along creating these classes, it would be really helpful if the ability to update the spelling would work. So that was my one thing that was more of a, I guess, complaint than a question. And Allie was shaking her head, so it's not just me, right?
Right.
Okay. And then the
Yeah.
other thing,
No, it's annoying.
it's really annoying. Especially when all the AI platforms that I teach can fix the spelling. So it's the only place in the universe that doesn't fix the spelling.
I don't find that in there. I've got Grammarly Premium. I think that must
Yeah, I do.
override.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I'm on a Mac. Maybe it's a Mac thing.
yeah, it could be. I don't get that problem. I get it and I hover it and then it gives me the correct spelling or the correct grammar. I click it and it works.
Yeah,
So,
it doesn't work if I click
but
it. It does nothing.
I'm on PC, so
And I'm on Chrome. I mean, because everybody says Chrome's the best. So
well, that's
uh
debatable, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
I
always.
well, I don't know. What do you guys use?
I use Chrome, but, and I will say this, I have to constantly clean it. because it does mess stuff up.
Okay.
Especially when you've got lots of extensions going on. There's often conflicts there, and it's constantly updating, and then it messes around with things. So I'm constantly cleaning cookies down. I use CC Cleaner now, because it literally cleans the whole thing. And then I just use like a password manager, just re-log into that, and then I don't have to worry about it because it wipes all your passwords, right? So,
Okay.
and then I just do that. And when I do that, I find not only is it super quick, but it stops a lot of my problems in any platform, not just Zenler.
So Allie, are you on a Mac?
No, I'm not.
And you
But I
can't
still
change
have
the
problems.
spelling?
No, when I click on in that particular spot, no. So I don't know what it is. But I also don't have. I don't know what I have for. I don't have the same tool as you though. So as
Okay.
far as spelling, so I don't know if that's it. What are you using?
I have Grammarly, um,
Okay,
which because I have terrible spelling. I mean, I'll be the
Me
first
too.
one to admit it.
me too.
Um, and I really rely on being able to fix things as I go. Uh, anyway, that was the one thing I wanted to mention today. And then the question I had is if possibly today at some point, and it can wait till after you answer Robin's question, if we could talk about quizzes
Oh,
and surveys,
Ooh.
because
okay.
I use them to give people information about potential workshops that are excursions that require climbing over rocks and getting in boats and potentially tripping and
Falling, her if
yeah,
that they have a bad knee, do they have a
but
bad
also like in a shared house situation, I include food allergies, do you smoke, stuff like that, so that I can cater the house group of people to the right people.
That's smart.
Yeah, I don't allow smokers to sign up for my excursions where I'm renting a property because I don't want the liability.
I was just going to say, Judy, did you watch Office Hours 2 weeks ago?
At 6 a.m., no.
Go and watch the replay on there. And the
Okay.
reason I say it is because I was going through archetype quizzes.
Okay.
Mm.
So that might be of interest for you. And it works out to a very specific. And of course, when we use the new type of lead funnel or quiz or whatever one you want to use, where we do the branching, you can give specific endpoint responses based on what they ask, right?
Well,
Um,
this isn't for a lead funnel or anything. This is
no, no,
for
I get that, but you're still
okay,
taking them down a pathway
sure,
to get a sort of a persona, an answer, an idea of what they're about. Yeah.
sure.
And then you can give them a specific response there. And have a look at it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It would be
So
really helpful.
how do I find it?
So just go into the Facebook group and look in the pinned featured posts on there. It's only a couple back.
Okay.
It wasn't today's one. It was the one that we did last week. Yeah, last week. But the branching quizzes, phenomenally good, very very good. And most people don't use them because they scare them because they can turn into a big beast of a thing that you're looking at. So the key to it is be organised. So before you even click a button on Zenler, map it all out properly first, so you know exactly when people give answers, how many answers do you want to give to a question? Because the more answers they give, then the more branches that you get, and therefore it becomes more work to do at the end. So you try and streamline it as you can, but still get it specific as to what they're going through.
I used to build chat bots and I used to have a whiteboard in Canva or somewhere where I'd make it really small and the branches of this thing to zoom in, there would be this many but zoom it out so that you could see the whole thing. It was like a million little branches of things. So yeah, and they can get
Yeah.
pretty deep and detailed. But if, like Kevin said, if you build them out, if you map it out before you touch any buttons, you will have a much better understanding of your flow and your strategy that then you'll be able to apply to the Zenler framework if you understand your stuff first, you know?
People
And
don't
then,
use them because they're hard work, right?
Yeah,
They're not easy to build, right? I'll be
no.
absolutely upfront about it. They're not easy, but the results you get from are so specific. It's like
Hmm.
you've known that person for years, right? Because you ask the right questions, you get the answers. You know exactly what they're thinking, what they're feeling, all of that stuff. So when you're at the end point with them, you know exactly that person that's coming along. And if they walked in the door, you go, I recognise you. That's how good these things are when you do them
Yeah.
right. But I would say it'll take probably a week to 2 weeks easy to build one that's really good. And people don't want to invest that time. They want to go, oh, I'll just do like 5 question
Yeah, they want
generic,
instant,
you
instant
know.
results.
And sometimes it just can't be done that way. AI can help you. AI can help you organize this, for
Make
sure.
sure it makes sense.
Yeah. But it won't give you the full maps out funnel behind it. You've got to work that out.
the other thing I just wanted to mention, Allie, is from last week's thing about talking about archiving all the data, in case something awful would happen to the platform.
Oh, yeah.
My assistant started working on that, and
Oh, good.
unfortunately, there is no button that you can press to download everything from a specific class, which she found out on the first one. But she figured out a workflow, and so she's starting with the most recent one and working her way backwards.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's where you start with the most important stuff. Back that up
Have you asked
first.
Zenler about that? Have you been through support and asked them? Because I believe there is a backup somewhere of everybody's sites.
Well, we were talking about last week, Kevin, Canvas, which school teachers use, 2 weeks ago went down.
Right.
And one of my friends who teaches like pre-med at a high school level, it's a very specialized class. Everything was on Canvas and she lost everything. And it's the end of
Wow.
the school year and she's doing all of her finals on paper.
Ouch.
And
Yeah.
it was in that conversation that we started talking about, like, what if Zenler disappeared tomorrow because of malware or ransomware, gosh knows, whatever. Um, even if somebody individually got hacked, right? I don't know. If somebody individually got hacked, you would have all of our backups, but I don't know. So I started freaking out. So
Do you not keep copies when you upload them all?
I do, but I decided that the easiest solution was, now that the class is over and things have been updated with maybe additional materials that the students received, and knowing who actually paid for that class, and she's exporting the CSV forms, so having, like, I just knowing that that class is over and this is the final footprint, we're doing it that way, because for me to double check what I have backed up for that class would take longer than just paying her to just do this. And then
Yeah,
I also said to her to download my entire contact list once a week.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good idea. It would be nice for Zenith to have a backup button somewhere where you could download files. I know you can do it individually, but it's not quite the same.
It,
You know,
Yeah.
it'd be
They
nice
are making
if
a
it was,
lot.
I was gonna say, if they did it per class, where you push a button and say, you know,
Give me this class.
yeah, like make a
Of
zip file of
course.
everything related to this class, including the CSV file, and it downloads this file that could be, like, in my case, could be like 200 megs, whatever. And then I could just, store it separately somewhere. I mean, the URL issue we talked about was something else, but just having the physical stuff, making sure that everything's ready to go if something happened. I always say that if you have everything planned for the worst, it'll never happen. So
yeah.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Better safe than sorry when it comes to backing up your actual business, your livelihood, like 100%, you
yeah.
know?
Maybe the answer really is rather than storing it in the media files within Zenler, for Zenler to have a direct integration into Google Drive, so your own Google Drive. So rather than it saving all your recordings and everything in their media library, you access it via Zenler, but it's actually in your own Google Drive.
I don't like that idea.
No?
No, well, no, I don't. I like that you guys archive everything. I did notice if I went way, 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 way back to 2023, there were some broken links, which I'm sure came from updates and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But nothing substantial.
No.
Like they were links in the media library, like where
Yeah.
and it didn't matter because I could just upload the photo again if I had to.
Yeah. It might be something that we talk about, and it could be something that becomes an optional for people. Because I personally, if I was using it, I'd prefer to do that and put it in my own drive and access it through that because I've got control of that. And therefore, if Zenler went down, I've still got everything in my drive, and it does it automatically.
Yeah, maybe to have both would be nice.
Yeah. But to have the option of doing it, I think might be a nice progression.
Or any drive link, really, if you use
OneDrive
Dropbox or
or whatever.
Google or OneDrive. Yeah, exactly. I think yeah, I like that idea too.
I don't think that can't be that difficult an integration, surely. Well, I'm not technical, but you know,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
doesn't sound that difficult to me. It sounds easy to say it, right?
Hey,
I'm going to put
Robin,
that forward as a suggestion.
yes, let's do it. Hi, Robin. I see you've got your hand up as well.
Hi.
We're talking about I know you were at the summit all day yesterday too, pretty much, weren't you?
Oh
Did you
my
watch
gosh,
everything?
it went on forever. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting, I mean, I didn't really think about it, but I was quite surprised it was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people. Do you have a question?
Oh yeah. I've never actually come on the live session ever. I don't know why. I think, well, actually, I don't know why. Um, So I think I have three questions, but one was actually a backup question, like because now I have somebody actually doing something in the course, like fixing some things up, and now I'm worried. She said to me, "Oh, I hope I didn't screw something up," and now I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So what about a backup? Like, say I want to roll back one day, can I just write to Zenler and say, "Can you restore my course?" If she screwed something up.
Hmm. I
Oh,
mean, like you can't do you know, have you looked at your course? Does it look messed up?
no, no, but I'm just wondering in general, like,
Oh.
how
Yeah.
is there a backup?
I don't know.
I don't think so because it's like a web design, really, you know.
No, the course contents on Zenler.
Oh yeah, that's all backed up.
Oh,
Right, that's what I'm talking.
I thought you meant like the design stuff that she did. I was like, I don't know.
No,
Oh,
no,
no, the
no.
content, if she
Yeah, the
deleted
content.
something,
No, I don't know what she did. No, I don't know what she did. She just said that I don't think she
hopes
screwed anything up, but I'm just wondering, like, in general, if
if she
something
did,
happened,
yeah.
could I restore my course? Like, say someone goes in and deletes a whole course by mistake.
There's something I
Lorelai's in
can
the
help
chat.
with.
Lorelai's saying there's a history restore landing page or
No,
something.
that's on
That's on pages.
pages.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So if you do something in the page editor and muck it up, you can just go back. Yeah.
Do the go back. But yeah, I mean, in the media library, those things are backed up.
Okay,
As far as
I don't have media. I'm talking about like the text and the section and the lesson, like all that.
no,
No, they're
no,
not
Is-
going to back that up.
no,
So what
no.
do you
So here's the thing. When you're building your course,
mhm.
right? Where are you building it? Are you building it in Zenler?
Yeah.
Okay, no. You build your course, you build your content, and then you put it in Zenler. You know what I mean? Zenler is not the business. You're the
No,
business. You're So
Right.
you
No,
sh
yeah.
so
I don't,
everything you
yeah.
so you should have a copy of everything already. Is that
Yeah,
like if
I'm not talking about the media. I'm talking
I
about,
understand that if you write
yeah.
text and do a description, all of that copy that you write, that you put in your lessons to describe
Hmm.
things and do that, all of that is part of your course. Those
Hmm.
should be in documents, right?
Right.
In documents that might say, welcome from this course, course lesson descriptions, right? You
Right.
should
Yeah.
have those so that you don't have to, if something happens, you just copy and paste it back over, right? You
Okay.
don't have to remember, oh, what was the description for this? So literally everything about your course should be built outside the course, and then you layer it in inside Zenler.
Okay. I think that's, yeah, I do have all the documents with everything.
Okay.
And yeah, except she went in and she edited in Zenler. So I should have told her she needs to edit the files too, not just go in and do a cosmetic thing. I think that's what the issue is. Okay. I understand now.
And make sure you have a backup of your files if she's messing with. If she's not sure that she messed something up or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Well, yeah, I know I can look. I'll be able to tell if I look in great detail. Okay, so can I ask my one other question?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I had this issue yesterday. I had to update the bios. Like, so I have instructors and then you know how there's a bio section where you can type the bio. I've lost it.
Yeah.
Like I can only see me as an admin. I can see my bio. I can edit it under, well, I can't use my computer at the moment, but I know it was like, I think under, if I'm the admin, I think I went under site or something, and then I could see my bio. But I also have me as an instructor. For some reason, I have a different image, so I must be a record somewhere else. And then the other person, and I don't know where to edit the bio. I can't see it.
Yeah, I know. Listen, we go through this every now and again for
Okay.
sure. I know because sometimes if you update it in the wrong place. So for you, so now for you, the number one thing is how many Zenler sites do you have?
Well, I have three, but I'm only working in one right at the moment.
Okay, there's the big question. Are you working in the parent site or in a sub site?
I'm in the parent.
Okay, so your parent site, you're gonna go to your admin, right? Your
Yeah.
admin. When you go to there from the admin one, that is where your main admin bio is from. If
Okay.
you try to change it on other ones or other places, it's not going to update. Your parent site one is the one that is hard coded to you, so to
Okay.
speak. And so that's
Yeah.
where you get yours is through your main account and through the number one account. For everybody
Okay.
else's profile, it's their, right? Their profile should have it.
Yes, it's not there.
No. When they set up they have
Yeah,
to
but
go to their same, they have to do it themselves. They've got to go to their account for
oh,
themselves.
yeah, but I'm the admin. I want to be able to do everything
Right, but yeah, no, I get it, but you can't.
because, but I thought I did though.
There might be so the one thing that like if you're in a course, where else is it? Let's see. Oh, here. Let's see. Instructors, maybe you get a special. No. Nope. So in here, like on the sales pages, it pulls in a bio. And I think it's just pulls it in from your My Account thing. So yeah, that's it. I don't know that I don't know. I've never seen it Um, I've never tried to fill anybody else's profile out, so I've never seen that. So, and you're talking about instructors specifically, right?
Yeah,
So maybe I don't have any instructors. So let's try this. Maybe it's what I've got.
maybe,
I don't, I need to
maybe,
add an instructor.
yeah, yeah.
So let me try that. Because I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I don't want it. You're just a little whatever. Let's see. Let's come roll. Instructor.
The electricity came back.
Yay! Wait, what? Oh, I don't want to. Sorry. Right now, I can't do this stuff because it's gonna make me this go into my main account. So it might, maybe once it's updated, it adds for instructor, it adds a profile section. I don't think so though. That seems like it'd be weird. I think it's just from the My Account Center.
Well, I can keep looking. I know once I saw it. And
There
once,
might be. So here, there is one. Okay, here's the other thing I meant to say. On a page, you do have bios that you can build out, but it's in a block on a page,
right,
right?
but then, yeah, but it says this, I think, it says this content is defined somewhere else.
What?
You know, like when when you do a page and there's things that are defined somewhere else, like the footer, and when you're editing the page, it will show it, but then when you click on it, you can't edit it because it's defined somewhere else. And I think
Oh,
it
yeah,
did,
it's dynamically pulled in.
yeah, that's what I mean dynamically. So I think that's the same with the bio, but I'll just keep looking because
Yeah.
I
I
know
think
I
I'm gonna,
saw it.
yeah, I think, yeah, give me just 1 second. I'll be right back, you guys. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, I mean I'll look around at it too. Are you in the community at all?
I don't know.
The Zenler community
Well, I'm not sure.
is here. This is it.
I don't know if I'm
Um,
in it. Maybe
it's the Zenler site, the tutorial site where all of our stuff is at.
all
And
right.
on the main navigation, like when you're in on the, no, that's not it. This is it. There it says Zenler community.
Okay.
That's what this is, okay? And I have taken over managing the community now as well.
Okay.
So it's monitored, right? Like, so I'm in there. There's not a lot going on in here, but I do post support desk digest for like today's sessions, the
Okay.
sessions. It gives you the top questions and answers, a little review thing, so you can always scroll that if you want to. But also, here's the most important part, okay? When you have a question that you need an answer to, you can come
Hmm.
here and you can post your question. Like, see, Declan came in and he posted his question. I always get back to him. I always get back as soon as I can, with the
Okay.
with um with answering, and I try to give like detailed answers, okay? And if your
Hmm.
question is something that will benefit like the whole community, then I'll create a post just about that as well. And if you don't want to wait for your always I'm not sure. I'm testing out the more people that engage in the community. We're kind of testing out how we're going to go about this. But I can have a pinned post up here. That's the first post. That's always like, what's your friction point this week or whatever you're working on. Because you can come in here, for example, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you can comment and be like, hey, I'm working on this and it's really bugging me, right? And I'm probably going to
Hmm.
come in on Thursday and talk about it. Well, then it gives me time to look at that thing and actually investigate it for you so that when we come on support desk, I actually have something worked out that I can show you. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it helps me plan ahead. So I'm trying to get things sort of moving in that direction. It'll make Support Desk Live go a little bit better, easier, smoother, because I won't be constantly, trying to figure stuff out just on the fly. I'll have a little preparation time so I can actually prepare something for you.
Mhm.
And also for everybody else. And if you comment on the post as well, other people that may have experienced that, or somebody else that maybe figured something else out with that, they might comment too. You can get, contributions from the community as a whole here. And there is people in the Facebook group, but I don't do Facebook, so I'm not over there. They have
Okay.
a lot more people over there. They have a bunch of people that answer the questions there and whatnot. But that's just too much for me. So I'll stay in this world. And it'll be a really great resource for figuring these kind of things out. At least
Right.
that's what I would like it to be, and whatever
Oh,
you
yeah.
all need it to be.
Okay. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I see it now. Um, I must be in it. Okay. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and that way, yeah, you can comment here, post, and then I can do some investigating for you. Like, this is my jam. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
glad it's growing slow, but here's the thing, I like that part of it because it gives us time to experience how you want to use the community, and then I can make adjustments to it so that it serves you better. Yeah, how is everybody else? We got a few people. I have somebody in here. Oh, is it Ruby? Okay. And Lorelai and Annie and Lorian. It's good to see you all. Are you all working on anything today, this week? Did you go to the summit? Are you going to be watching any of it? Replays?
I went to the summit. It
Oh,
was
did
wonderful.
you? Well, oh, good, good, good.
I didn't go to
Did you
all
do
of it.
YouTube or?
No, I did the Zoom, but it started at 3:30 a.m. here, so I'll watch the first part on um, the replay. I'm sad that tomorrow doesn't have a replay because I'll have to get up at 3:30. But looking forward to it all the same.
The replay is on YouTube right now of the whole thing. You'd have to, drag and drop through it or whatever to see it, what parts you wanted, but it's up there. I kind
Oh, okay.
of peeked at a few of it. They don't have the official replay page and all the downloads available yet, but
Mhm.
they will. And I did put in there, it's a 19-page um onboarding template workbook. Okay. It literally tells you that gives you every prompt, tells you what part of your business information to fill into it to create an AI onboarding brief for yourself, for it to do the jobs for you. It's really good.
I'm
So
looking
I
forward
highly,
to seeing it.
yeah.
You,
And there's some
you,
other great things.
your talk was wonderful.
Oh,
Every
thank you.
talk was good. There wasn't any that I didn't like, but I could
Yeah.
actually follow yours. It wasn't too fast for me.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them gave a lot of information and it was like, whoa, but at the same time, like it was so
Amazing.
eye-opening of really, like I said, just the potential, the access we all have now and the less barrier to entry for a lot of things that there used to be barriers to entry for that just aren't anymore because of this technology. And when I did you all see the infographics thing I did at all? I posted on my Facebook about it, a blog post, and I had plugged into AI a couple of my pillar blog posts, and I asked it to research the blog post with the blog link, and then I asked it to generate me an infographic to help the reader understand the content. And it generated the most detailed, incredible, 100% branded to me infographics in 10 seconds. And now I embedded that into my blog. I added that to the blog. But now I have an asset, and this infographic is now an asset in my business. I can use it again and again and again and again every time I talk about this particular concept, right? When I talk about what it does it mean to be creator first? Because a lot of people hear creator first, but they don't really, we're very platform driven people. We just are, because when you're starting a business, what do? You're like, oh, I want to build a course. I need a platform. What course platform do I want? Let me look into Kajabi. Let me look into Zenler. Let me look into Thinkific. Then you find the one that you like, and then you think that it includes the business strategy to go along with it, but it doesn't. Like, you have to do that work before you pick your platform. You have to know what your strategy is. We hear, oh, there's a funnel. The framework is all there, right? When I went into Zenler and saw the course and the sales page, I think everything grouped together so smooth and easy, but that's not the strategy. I have to plug my strategy into that course and the marketing behind it. And so we try to, but then we need to know, where do we push this button to make this happen? Then we get into the platform details and we start becoming platform thinkers instead of creator first thinkers. I do it all the time. We all do, because it's the industry, it's the way that it happens, and the tools that we use, we get sucked into them and we're like, yay, we love Zenler, but Zenler isn't building your business. You are. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's a great tool, but that's all it is. It's a tool. You are the asset, right? You're the asset for sure. It's better, but still not entirely. Oh, oh yes, the different things in the different place. I'm seeing Sarah's comments in the chat. Um, I'm sorry, I know I got my brain just let go of whatever we were talking about. It's gone. Hi, Ann, how are you?
I am good. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah,
You
I
sound
just love,
amazing.
I love the questions that people are asking. I was on yesterday, on and off. As one of the ladies said earlier, it went on forever. I had to leave. I left it on at the house and I was gone for about a half an hour, came back, sat back down, as I'm doing today, listening to the questions and continuously learning. I did feel from the area or the knowledge that I have right now, I was so blown away with yesterday. And I was telling my husband I would love to think that I could learn some of this stuff, but it was just so blown away for me. But I know it takes continuously listening and understanding and then trying and failing at it, but getting up and continuously, because I see this as the future. It's no way around it. And I did enjoy everyone's presentation. Some was clearer than others, or maybe I have a little bit more knowledge of, but I learn a lot by coming in and just paying attention to the questions people are asking. One of the things that I'm not sure I heard, but I heard now that these live workshop, not workshops, but information sessions are now going to be 3 hours. Is it going to
Oh
be
yeah,
3 hours?
I've been doing them for 3 hours for a few weeks now. I
Okay.
might David mentioned David live in the summit said, I think she's going to 4 hours. And so when I came on, I was
Okay.
like, oh, thanks for adding an hour to my day. But
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
haven't officially made
Okay.
that official or anything, but we will be. It may be logistically, it might also be, instead of adding this session longer, we might just add another session and start it at like 1 hour. And then
Mhm.
if it grows on that day and time, we can expand that to 2 hours and so on. So it
Okay.
might be something like that.
Okay. I think
So,
that's good because in the US, the time, sometime it's been early in the morning, jumping up, trying to
well,
get on a little bit harder. Today, it was perfect. Of course, in the time something runs all day long, you definitely can find the time to jump in. But I
mhm.
really appreciate these sessions that you have, and I love Zenler. I'm still learning, and looking forward to what the future will bring with that. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Very well said. I appreciate it. And I was just going to ask you something. Oh, what time zone are you in?
We're Eastern
Oh, me
Standard.
too. Okay, me too. So that's what
Okay.
I'm in. So I'm in Eastern. I'm
Okay.
in Florida. I'm in Florida.
Okay, and I'm in
So
Michigan.
are you Michigan
So,
Midwest? I have a, I'm
yes.
from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. So
Okay. All
um
right.
I moved down here because I just can't take the cold weather anymore. It just hurts. It hurts my bones. I'm just no more, no more.
It's horrible, I tell you.
Yeah. It's
Wonderful.
nice and it's nice and toasty in Florida.
Yes.
So yeah, so all of the things that I'll be doing will be during, hours that obviously I'm awake for, right?
Good.
So
Good to hear.
it's easier to do it awake than it is while I'm asleep.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it'll be. And I do try to pay attention for people who are in non-US time zones. Like Rohit, he comes in and out. He's in India. 11 or 12 o'clock-ish is like 9:30 p.m. for him.
Right.
So he's going to have dinner and it's going to be like 10 or 11 o'clock at night for him. And he'll pop back in here for a little while before he goes to bed. Like,
Right.
so I know like that time. So I try to schedule, I think Australia,
Yeah.
if I do things at 10 or 11 in the morning is an okay time. It's like 6 for them or something. I don't know. So I try to hit
I
as
hear you.
many I'm awake time zones as we can. But, as Zenler grows and as we add to the team, the more time zones and more things like that will open up for people. But yeah, we'll be
Awesome.
getting some more sessions and just like and that's what I say I tell people and you can mute and go off camera if you want and do your thing and
Yeah.
still listen in the background and you
Yeah.
don't have to participate at all, but the more people in this room that show up in this room even just to listen, the
Yes.
more the company can look and say, oh yeah, we need to open more sessions for people. And then the
Yeah.
more sessions you'll get, the more that'll be available, not just for all of
Absolutely.
you, but for the other people who are like, oh, it's not in the right time yet, you know?
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think if more people knew that, because for me, I when I would come in, I would always have a problem or something I
Yeah.
wanted to ask until I got to the point while I was waiting on someone to come and pull me in and say, "What's your question?" I was learning so much from the people that was before me. So I thought, this might be a good way to learn is come in and just listen. You don't have a problem, but you're going to learn something by just listening to other people because they sometimes are ahead of you, sometimes they're behind you. But either way, you're learning. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. And I love that you said that because that is it. You like some people don't think about it, but you're right. If you come in the room and
yeah,
watch, then we know people are listening.
that is
Sometimes
correct.
it's hard to calculate the views on Facebook or the
Yeah,
views here. But
yeah.
if you're in the room, if you join the session and they're like, oh, that many people came, yeah, well, I guess they need more sessions. More people are interested. So that's a great point, Anne. Thank you.
So, are you on then once a week you come in or
Yeah,
what?
right now it's Thursdays,
Thursday.
at it's 4 p.m. BST or 11 a.m. Eastern is the
Okay.
time, and I'm live till 2.
Okay. That's
And I'm
perfect.
thinking of adding in a Tuesday stream at some point. So I keep
Mhm.
talking about it, so I think we'll do it eventually. And I might be adding the Tuesday stream in the evening
Okay.
to help hit other time zones. So Tuesday evening US times,
Okay.
probably, a little after dinner or something like 7 to 8 or something kind of thing.
Okay. Perfect.
So
Thank
that's
you.
kind of what I'm looking at. You're welcome. And welcome back, Rohit. Your ears must have been ringing. I was just talking about you, just because that, like, just mentioning your time zone and how you come in and out. You leave for dinner, but come back. And yeah, because you can, work it in your schedule. It's fine. It is fine. Let's see, Lorelai. Um, I see it's Santa Lily. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I know some people come in and they just have, I used to pop up on here. I remember a couple of years ago, my son was doing Zoom classes. And so when I would log into Zoom, my name would be John on the screen. And I'd be like, oh, shoot, I got to change that. I'm not John. Using the different ones. I'm going to go ahead. Does anybody have any questions or is anybody working on anything? Oh, Rohit's hands up.
Yeah. So I bought a new domain. We discussed this last week.
Oh yeah. Oh, you did.
I
You said you were gonna and you
yeah,
did.
yeah. Now the question is, I want to connect my domain name to my Zenler account. So the
Okay.
question is, will my course be hosted on Zenler or will it be on my domain name? Because my domain name does not have more than 2 GB space.
No, it's on Zenler. What you're doing is you're directing that link
Yeah,
that's your domain that you bought through your domain provider. That link is just going to be directed towards Zenler. So
that's
Zenler
it.
will actually host and store. Yes.
Okay, done. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And good
I
job.
was afraid. I was afraid because if Zenler put my course on my domain, then I will have to buy space there.
No, 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 no. We got you, Rohit. We got you. You
Yeah,
can put it all in Zenler. You got the storage
yeah,
space.
yeah, yeah.
Very good. Anybody else? What are you working on, Lorian?
At the moment, I'm setting up a um, monthly live class, and I can't figure out how to make it happen on the first Wednesday of every month. Usually that's an
Oh,
option, but it's not showing up.
yeah. Hmm. Well,
It
let's
gives
take
me
a
an
look at.
option to repeat however many months, and it gives me an option to occur on date of the month, but not the first Wednesday.
That's we should be able to do that. Let's see. Okay. Um, and do you have it set up as a live class?
Yes.
Cooking class, okay. I mean, most of these, it doesn't matter, you all, just so you know, like the setup process for all of these is the same. Let's see. So, and you want it's a recurring session
Yes.
and
And that's the same
monthly.
as mine.
Repeat once a month occurs on, yeah, or so what we do is we don't do it monthly. Wait. Hmm. I don't know.
Usually
I
there's a
guess
system.
here's what I would do. Yeah, I feel like you're right. There used to be, but I think what you can do now is repeat. There we go. It's weekly on, I forget, you gotta slow down on these
Wednesday.
delay. So weekly and Wednesday, repeat every 4 weeks.
Okay. And I'll just have to check the
But
dates and
yes,
bump it
because
up
it's going to
once.
be the wrong thing. So you could do that. The other option would be to do it the once a month and put it on on whatever, and then go in and edit the once a month on the first of the month or, whatever, pick a day. And then it's still only going once a month and you just go in and change the once a month dates. Like you could do that too. Either way, you're changing something.
All
So
right.
just probably weeklies, easier. But
I'll have to go in and put a um, thing in there that requests
yeah, why it's like the
custom.
fourth Wednesday of the month, the first Wednesday of the month, like that's usually that's a pretty common thing, right?
Yeah.
Feels like it anyway.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Is anybody else working on anything? Okay. I just checking the Summit Hub page to see what's there. This is the page. I'm going to put it in the link for you all if you don't have it. This is the page where at some point we will be, I will, or I'm sorry, I got distracted. I could see the chat happening. But there's the summit link for the hub. At some point on this page is going to have the replays for the talk itself. You also have tomorrow, you have a bonus session. I'll probably pop on at some point. I think Kevin might pop on. David will be there, maybe Tim, Rakesh, who knows. It's casual. It's just going to be an opportunity to go over some of the stuff that went on through the summit. Maybe go over some of the freebies that are included because those are going to be here at some point. And you're going to be able to click through and download, for example, the workbook that template that I made for you all. David's got some great stuff for you that he made for you. And yeah, some of the other speakers had some things as well. So that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So hopefully we will see when these get up that we can get access to it. And those replays are
What
the
time is
right.
tomorrow?
What's that?
What time is tomorrow?
What
3:30
time?
a.m.
Oh yeah.
What time?
3:30
Oh,
a.m.
no.
in California.
Nah.
Isn't it going to
Oh
be the same time as the Wednesday
yeah, it's at 6:30 in the morning
for
for
the East
Eastern.
Coast?
Yeah, so it's at 6:30 in the morning,
Oh, that's not too
East Coast.
And how long is it going to be?
I think he said like 2 hours maybe or something, couple hour. I don't know.
Okay.
They pretty much wait. You know how David is. David is not gonna just go live, say some stuff and leave. He'll probably be there for hours. He'll be there for hours showing you all the stuff, answering all your questions. You know how he is. He's just gonna stay there. So who knows? Hmm, let's see. Rohit, is your hand up?
Yes.
Yes, go for it.
Yeah. Ali, I need your opinion on something.
Okay.
A lot of content creators, they say that you have to increase the prices of your products to target high value customers if you want to grow your business. I don't want to keep reducing the price of my product to compete. So currently, I have a video course on my Zenler. The price is $120, one-time payment. What I'm planning is to offer a coaching package. If you enroll in that package, you get the course for free, but you have to pay 5 times more than the price of the course because you get access to me, like 4 or 6 meetings with me, 1 hour sessions. That allows me to add more value to my customer, and I will need fewer clients than going after the masses, because
Yeah.
going after the masses is a lot of struggle.
Yeah, it can be. It depends on if the masses are actively looking for a solution. Um, are you offering a product where there's already people searching for that thing? Then something for the masses could be very, very profitable. But in certain markets, yeah, if you have to convince people, if you have to constantly market to them, then yeah, it's probably a lot more work. But higher end, higher paying clients, you need less of them to make it work for you financially. And people do tend to pay more for, we've talked about this before when it comes to the convenience. I loved your question where the customer asked you, why would I buy your course when you tell me everything for free? And then you went off and asked one of your clients. That's a
Yes.
great way to do it. Like, there's Rohit. I don't know why would you buy it? So let me go ask my customer, why did you buy my course? That's perfect. It's common sense. Why tell me? Let me go ask this other guy that bought my course. Why did you buy it when I give it for free? Well, here's why. And why was it? Because of the convenience of it, because it was less. Some people are willing to pay for that, and they already
Yes.
are. Judy is one of those such people. She's
Yeah.
like, no, I don't have time for that. I'll have a VA do it, or I'll have somebody else. I'm fine with paying somebody else to do the thing that I'm not willing to do. So the convenience of that and having even maybe a mentorship, what that value is. And that might even be a great question to ask some of your clients, your students,
Yes.
especially any ones that you know personally that maybe you've talked to and had conversations with, to ask them again the same question. Like, why, what have you found valuable in that's a survey. Kevin was just talking about surveys.
Yeah. Yeah. The
You could
quiz.
create, yeah, the quiz. You could create a little survey feedback survey for your clients and let them tell you, some of the ways in which having conversations with you have helped you, all of those things, because that's stuff that you can actually include directly in your marketing, is the real language from those real
Yeah.
clients, real
Yeah.
students, at what they truly value. So yeah, that's a good idea too. So I
Yeah.
don't know, did I answer your question, or did you ask
Yes.
your
Yes.
question?
Yes. Yes. It's a discussion. It's not a question. It's a
Oh,
discussion.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good. Good, good, good. Yeah, I like the idea of that. And that's something like I'm working on that for myself, even too, looking at, you know, being able to create enough capacity for myself, enough time where then I can say, okay, I'm going to serve less people, but I'm going to serve them more deeply. I'm going to make sure, it's not just here's this little step by step, go do that and be okay. Like
Yeah.
it becomes, okay, I helped you with that technical bit. And then you move on to more of, okay, I want to have a deep impact on this person's life. I want to help them change their life. I want to help them, buy that mansion on the hill or that lake house or that whatever it is. Like, I want to help them make their dream come true. I'm going deeper with them. And then that becomes the value of that, being able to go
Yes.
deeper with people.
Yes.
Yes. You got a question, Judy?
Yeah, this might be a silly question, but on the website, is there a way that the classes appear in like order as to what class is coming up next?
Say that one more time.
So like when somebody goes to the website, is there a way for them to see the classes in specific date order? Like what class is coming up next versus like they seem to appear in the order that I create them, but not necessarily the order that they will be happening.
Hmm. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at it because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There
So
might be a spot where you can edit that. So what are we doing? It only took switching to the tab for it to leave my head.
so like let's say I create, I don't know, let's say I create 3 classes over the next week, but
Okay.
one of them is going to be live before a different one. Is there a way oh, you know what? I need to word that differently because they're not live classes. They're technically what you guys call courses.
Oh, well, see, that's the difference. So here, so the court, no, there's not. Because this one right here, these are the classes. Courses are just a little container with the checkout. They don't have a date and time. Do you know what
Yeah,
I
that's how
mean?
I design everything.
Right. The date and time is inside the lesson in the course. So that doesn't.
Okay.
So what you really want is you want somebody on your all courses page to know what the next thing is.
Well, I have the dates on them. I mean, this was my
Have you done this? Here's an idea. What about, have you designed your access page? Let's see, what am I talking about? I'm talking about my courses page.
yeah.
This is the dynamic link that comes up when people on your navigate on the actual site navigation when a student enrolls, it will automatically say my courses here as well. Well, this one's got courses. I put them in a drop-down menu. So on this one to show somebody how to do it. So my courses automatically appears dynamically to take someone to this page, right? And then they've got a list of courses. However, you can put a banner on that page, right? You can add something to it that lets people know. You could pull in the live calendar block on the top of that page.
I don't use the calendar.
I know that you don't use the calendar, but it still works. It still displays all the live classes on it. Do you know what
No,
I
it
mean?
doesn't.
Oh, you don't.
No, because again, you got to remember this was set up by somebody else. And for a very long time, I was just muddling through how it was set up. And the way it was set up is that I would add a live class inside of a course for the actual Zooms. The course itself was the main shell where all the supporting documents are for each course. And I have a fear that I've been doing it wrong for 3 years. I mean, it's
I
working.
mean, I hate to say this to you, Judy, but probably. I have a sneaking suspicion that if I were like that if someone that like understood Zenler and understood workflows were to look at what you're doing and how you're doing it, there's probably a much easier way because every time you explain it, I'm like, God, like how do you do this every day? It seems like so much. But at the same time, it is working. And so for you, like I would just I would just continue to evaluate my workflow of doing it and identify any spots where every time you're like, God, this is a pain. I hate this part. How do I make this part faster? How do I pre-templatize this? How do I lessen this part and make it one click instead of two? How do I like finding little ways to do that for yourself without trying to redesign the whole system? Because that's like once you have the infrastructure you have, it becomes a lot more fragile to then just say, let me change it all. That you don't know what's going to happen to it. So you
Yeah.
don't change the whole thing at one time. You identify spots within that system and that workflow that are too many steps. And then you go, okay, let's focus just on this part of my workflow. And how do I reduce the steps just right here? What makes the most sense? And start scaling down, and you're basically just improving your workflow over time so that by this time next year, like everything functions differently and it flows and it makes sense to you. And you're like, okay, this works now. Right. And it's not because that's the biggest thing that happens to creators. I've seen it happen. I've done it to myself. You're like, this doesn't work. Let me change everything right now. and
Right.
then it breaks everything and it's a mess. So I don't recommend that either. That's too much on a person. Like just evaluate your process because it's working right now. Your customers are taken care of. You have a business, you've got everything's working. So that part's okay. If it wasn't working, that'd be different. Then it'd be, let's fix this right now. But since it's working, just continue to evaluate each step of your process to see if you can remove some of the friction and reduce the amount of stuff that you have to do. Because, yeah, I would like maybe
So, I mean, I have
record yourself.
record what?
Record yourself working for the day. Like even set up a little
Oh,
spy camera on yourself to see what you're doing and how you're doing, and then look at it and be like, what am I doing? Wait, can I slow this down? Can I do this? I like find a way that works for you that makes sense to you to evaluate and reduce things because yeah, I mean, that's my goal all the time.
I mean, I did, since coming to these meetings, I've learned so much. It's incredible.
Good.
I mean, I can't even imagine where I'd be right now if I hadn't seen the first time I've been here since the first one you did. And, by having the ability to, edit the homepage and have like what I have on my very homepage is the most important thing at the very top. Like, I have a free overview that I run every so often. So I have that listed on the top of the page now where people have to commit financially to nothing, and then, something else that I'm featuring, I have next. And then I have the featured courses, which I'm constantly tweaking as, the most relevant. Like I like to keep the featured courses at 6, because those are the ones coming up and that's the most important. And then when you go to all courses, I mean, in theory, they're in the right order because, I mean, I mean, it's not, I mean, the person that complained was another assistant. It wasn't a student. She just said, "Oh, I wish these were in order." And I'm like, "Order of what?" And she said, "Well, order of when they're happening." And I'm like, "Oh." And like, so yeah, the first 2 that come up should be reversed. But I mean, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, under category, I mean, maybe there's a way. Yeah, maybe there's a way to do it through categories. I mean, because
Unfortunately, they're not the only thing you.
oh, yeah, that didn't work.
No, I was gonna say because with categories, it's not dynamic to the time and the order. There's
Yeah,
no
it's not.
order. So you wouldn't, that would be weird. I mean, though you could create a tag around like the month,
I'm
right?
looking at this and the categories are a mess. So I didn't set that up. So now I don't know how to fix that. I didn't even know that was a problem. So
Ha- uh,
how do you
Course
add a
categories?
category? Yeah, how do you add it under all courses, that drop down menu that says category? So do you add a tag somewhere on a course?
Yes, but there's also, you can manage the categories themselves.
Well, they're a
So,
mess. Like, how do you add the tag, I guess, to a class? Course.
course. So here's under courses, here's the categories. Okay, that's what you do. But in the course, when you set the course up under details, is where you select the category, right? And it's not just that you can select a category, you can create a category. Oh no, you can't. I thought you could. Oh, there's an area where you can do this, and I thought it was here.
I bet it's on
Where you
that.
can, oh, the tags at the blog, I think you can do it. On the blog you can, but not here. But here's the thing, right? And then it says manage categories, and then it takes you to this area. So then on categories, you can see what the categories are, and you can see how many courses are listed in that category. So obviously, if there's none, you can delete that category, right? Because no courses are listed in it. So it's not going to mess anything up, right? And then you can come in here, I guess, and you can.
So can you add it? Can you add new categories?
Yeah, you can. And you do that right here at the top right. Add a category. And then
Okay.
you do the name and the category link, right? And that's just something you want to be intentional about because that then you can, that category has a specific link, meaning,
Okay, so I'll send my assistant to this replay and she can figure it out.
yeah.
No, she's like so much smarter than me. I got other stuff to do.
Yeah, exactly. When this isn't the thing that and people, like it's okay not to be smart about certain things. That doesn't mean you're not smart. It means I'm not smart about this thing. I'm really smart about this thing over here. So I'm gonna keep being really smart about this thing over here because I like that. And I'm gonna let you be really smart at your thing because I can't. I don't have enough brain space to do it. So I think that's great that you do that. Just make sure that it's because, just make sure you're reminding yourself that you're amazing, even though that's not your jam of doing that. Like other people get to shine and be amazing at that because you're amazing at this other thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do it all.
That's right. None of us can. I mean, we've tried, right? I know I have. I've tried to do everything. Doesn't work out. You crash and burn. Lorelai and I were just talking about that too, not too long ago. Not too long ago. I thought Laura didn't. Oh yeah, you're working in the background. Okay, good. Um, but yeah, the categories, the other cool thing with the categories that you can do, like I know that you've got on the all courses on the courses page, and for the categories, they can select and it's a drop down menu that will sort and tell them these are the ones. So you could actually create a categories that say like whatever, let's say it's the month and then June.
Yeah, so searching for classes isn't working either. It's set up wrong. It's
Right. So if for the courses, you can't find courses.
under search under so if I do live workshops and anyway, I clicked on live workshops, nothing shows up. Like so nothing is set up correctly. And then under search courses, nothing works either. So it's okay. I've been doing fine without
So
it.
the categories may not be assigned tags yet, but
Yeah. So again, it wasn't handled correctly at the beginning and it wasn't explained to me or even mentioned. So I didn't know.
yeah.
So
Yep. But those can help you sort things. And this session is on YouTube. Will be on YouTube, but also in the community. I put the link to the replay and the little support notes so you can find them there if you need them. In the community or YouTube channel. And can pop the link in there. YouTube. Actually, oh, you know what? I can give you guys. There's that. And let me give you the notebook. Where's my notebook? Notebook, share. I shared this at the summit. And it's a support desk Zenler notebook. And you can ask it questions. And it'll answer them like it's me. It's programmed with all of my support desk sessions. It's in all of my sessions, and it's linked with Zenler's David's 31 days, 31 tips, because that's a new series he did. So it's all updated stuff for tech bits. Um, and I think the main tutorial site, it can't access everything on the tutorial site, right? Because it's behind logins and things like that. But whatever's publicly available information, also like the support docs that's in there, in that notebook, all of our support docs. So that notebook can help you search the support docs It can help you search the support desk sessions, all the sessions, and it can help you search like the YouTube stuff. You can ask it for those things. You can ask it to tell you where that's at. When it responds to you, its answers will give you the link to the sources. You can go check the sources. And if you tell me like certain things that you'd find the most useful, I can even have the notebook create a video for you, right? Like, I don't know if you've seen how that works or not. Um, yeah, you can use it. I made the notebook for you. Yeah. Yeah. So you get to use it.
This is beyond my imagination. Like you have uploaded the transcript of every one of these sessions.
No, no, not the
Okay.
transcript. It's linked directly from the
Yeah,
YouTube videos
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
Notebook LM is a Google product.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that it captures the transcript of the entire 3 hour meeting
Mm-hmm.
and then it references back. It's like asking you a question
Yes.
without you being present.
Exactly. It
That's
is like
amazing.
asking
That's
me a
amazing.
question. Now, it's not exactly because it doesn't have my experience, all of it, but it has a very good representation because there's God knows how many, like 15 or whatever, 20 sessions so far, whatever, however many since November. So all of those, plus it is linked into the support doc. So it's got all the little step-by-step parts, but it also has my values, right? Because I focus on things that are creator first, systems for humans, less friction, right? Like you're the asset, the platform is the tool. That's a point of view, right? And that, so my point of view is also infused into that notebook along with the technical step-by-step stuff. So it is kind of cool. I agree.
Yeah, it
But
can be used. You can use it to create your own content for Substack or because
yes, you
I'm doing
could
it.
use it.
I'm doing it because I created a project in Claude which takes my posts from Substack, understands my voice, my style of writing, and then creates a blog post for me in
Yeah.
seconds.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, and it can do that. Yep. And the notebooks are really fun. You can build them for yourself on any information that's publicly available, right? So I want you to think like if you, I've just thought about it just randomly, Lorelai, you could actually use Notebook LM and set up a special notebook for each author. And each author you can add in your direct sources, Lorelai. So all the stuff you put together about the author, you can link to your blog post about them right in the notebook. You can link to their website in the notebook. You can do all kinds of things, and it's like an author featured notebook. And then the authors could then see their own notebook and like whatever, and then people whose favorite author that is could, play around with it. I mean, and even authors could create their own notebooks and put short stories that they've written in there and share them with their audiences. Like you could do all kinds of fun. I don't know. I'm sorry. My brain starts going beep, 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 beep. I don't know why I thought of that, but author notebooks would be good. What's that, Rohit?
I have a question.
Okay.
An idea came to my mind. I have a Substack. Okay, it's a free subscription. What if I create a paid subscription on Substack and whoever pays to me on that subscription has access to my notebook LLM? I can give
Yeah.
it access. There are 500 videos on my YouTube channel. I put 500 videos to notebook LLM, so it understands my whole story. So
Yeah.
it can answer questions for my
Yeah.
Substack subscribers. Plus, I can add
Yes.
in 1 week personal human connect with
Yeah.
myself.
Hmm.
That's it. My paid
Yes.
subscription for Substack is ready.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I think I will do it. I mean,
But
I can
yes,
try
you
for two
can.
months.
You can.
Because I have 514 videos on my YouTube channel. It is a lot of content.
Well, I don't know that I'd
No,
want to put all of that. No, you do want to be careful with the sort amount of sources. Like
I
you
will put
don't
top
have to.
20. Yeah, top
Yeah, you
20.
can
Yeah.
put in but yeah, but no, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And yes, with Notebook LM, I will show you. I will share my screen for you all. Lorelai will
Mm.
talk to for sure. One of the things that you can do with it, if you can see my screen here, is this is who I can share it with, right? And you can set the settings, whether this is only people with a link,
Yeah, yeah.
restricted, public. Actually, you know what? Let me change it to public.
Yeah,
There
for
we go.
paid subscribers only. Paid Substack subscribers.
Right. So this one I'm making public, but you could do yours to people restricted. And what you can do, because it's a Google product, you see it says add people in groups. You can
Mm.
actually add people to a group in YouTube, and then that group is who has access to this notebook, like as a
Yeah,
service. So you could do that
yeah,
too,
yeah, yeah.
for sure. Yeah. So it does, it has, yeah, you can give that your YouTube stuff. You can even paste in text. It generates, it
How
generates
much
a
is it monthly?
description.
Monthly,
It's
how much do you
free.
pay? It's free?
It's free. It's part of
Okay.
Google. No, I have a Google AI Pro subscription, okay?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I get advanced features and unlimited notebooks. But the free plan of a Google account comes with some notebooks. And I don't know what the limit is on the free
Yes.
Google, but it's fairly generous. Google tends to be Notebook LM is an undiscovered little gem right now, so it's not locked down too tight. Google does have some plans on their roadmap to expand Notebook and add features to it. So I'm guessing that when that starts to happen, they'll restrict it more and more, but they want more people using it because the more people that use it, when they decide to make it paid, and part of a plan, then people will be paying for it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of
Yeah,
part of their model. Just like a Gmail account is free, right? So yeah,
yeah.
you can use this without paying for Google. Yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And you just go in your Google, like in your little Google square here with all your stuff. Notebook LM is at the very bottom.
Yeah,
You know, you can go there and access it from any Google account. And then if you go back out to like the main area, right? You have my notebooks, which would be notebooks you've created, right? You have featured notebooks, which is stuff from Google, right? So these are notebooks from Google that you can use and they're all set to public, right? Um, and yeah, so you can like I created one to help learn ChatGTP.
yeah,
So you can create them for yourself on things you want to learn. And you can create them for your customers too. And even the ones for your customers can also be for you. So for example, like this one, while we're during support desk, I could pop your question into there and it might give me the link. Same thing with David's GTP. I think I've got it here. David made this educational center. I don't know if you all have it or not. Lorian, I know you got the notebook, but here, let me pop the link to this GPT. This is from David, our very own head of education. He made this GPT, and now you can ask it questions about Zenler, and it will also provide you with answers, right? And the answers is that it doesn't just give you the answer, but it also gives you the link of where that source of the information came from. And that's the important part. That's how it helps me in this customer service type setting, is because I would have to look around forever to find links too, right? Like we have so much content at Zenler and so much training. that it would take me forever to find it. But now I can ask the question and this GPT will deliver the link that I can then deliver to you. Because I can tell you the answer for a lot of things right here, right now, but I'd have to hunt for the link. Now I don't have to. I can use this to provide resources to you as well, but you can also use it because you have access to it as well. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Yay. Oh, good, Lorian. But they're both really great things, you know? It's pretty cool. Cool.
Well, right now, what I was working on in the background, and I'm trying to create a way to collect information with less friction. And Rohit, I recommend you checking Notebook LM because it is amazing. I love that you can input information that you have control and you want it to use only.
Yeah. Yes.
I gave it my voice, and so I had a form where I request information, but then I thought I need to make it easier so that um, the author or the person has to work less. So it just helped me. And it even gave me in a suggestions because I need to schedule like appointments, like for test runs and things like this. And I said, can you offer me other suggestions so that they have to work less on deciding when? And then it just gave me a suggestion that I could use a free tool like Calendly, where I can put in the times. And it also gave me an idea for me to pick certain dates, like Fridays, at a certain block, so that all they have to do is select. Or if they say, no, this doesn't work for me, then they'll provide the feedback. So this is amazing. So now, and I asked it to help me create a email template, and it's in my voice, and I'm going through it, and I'm like thrilled. And
Lorelai is using Notebook LM in the most interesting ways. I
didn't know. I get frustrated with ChatGPT in the sense that I have a limited time. If I've used all my questions, then I have to wait hours to ask it because I'm using the free one. But this one, I have the business standard, and I just keep feeding it, gives me ideas. Now I have
Good.
scripts to help me, like, I don't know if I'm using it as it's intended to, but this is working for me so far.
Yes, that's amazing. I love it.
Yeah. So I forgot what my question was. I don't think I had a question. I just wanted to, I think.
Well, I was saying you should make notebooks for your.
There is a limit. There isn't unlimited, I think, in the plan that I have, but you do have enough. I would make it instead of one for each author. For that, I would use my blog or my website to create a page because then that drives more traffic to my website. But I was thinking maybe pages for the authors. But I don't know, I'm not going there yet. But the blog,
Yeah, but I'm just
the
thinking
blog as I like the filters that the blog has where you can put tags in it and categories, and it is a better feature. So that's why.
Well, the other thing I was thinking, you could make one for a famous author, right?
Yes.
Like a big famous romance author as a game, as part of like a fun game. Because part of what you can do in Notebook LM is there's an option to create a quiz that people have to answer.
Oh,
So
I have read this already, so I could put those in there.
So those are right
right
on there. So you could create it for that author. And here's the thing with the notebook, right? You can remove the sources and put in new sources and create new information. So you can use one notebook for the author, right? Add their website and their stuff in, have them answer their two truths and a lie. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Two truths and a lie. Have them do that thing and have them do all the other things, program that in there, and then have it create a quiz that you can give people. Have it create even a Notebook LM video or about her, whatever, the author, and then you can download that, use those assets as part of your thing, and then even give the notebook out to people and say, answer the quiz. And then when that event and everything is over, what you do is you name the notebook Author Spotlight, right? So it's one notebook. Once that author spotlight is over, you remove their information from the notebook, you put in the next author's information, and then that quiz is there. And it could be like this interactive thing
Mhm.
um between notebook and the authors, or you could do it for just like a big, like I said, like a famous author. It's just a fun tool game. Make the quiz, get it interactive with them. The other thing, they have the video, the audio, the podcast one. You can do it two different ways. You can do just a regular podcast with a conversation happening, or you can do interactive, and it's literally voice responsive. So while it's on, I could talk to it and it will answer me. Like the hosts of what this, imaginary podcast are having a conversation, and now I can talk to it. Like I'm talking to it. Like it's
Wow.
crazy. That's
That's for the
fun.
next session. Baby steps, but no, that's amazing. One thing that I was just thinking is that with the evolution of AI, I haven't been able to watch the full AI summit.
Summit.
So I'm looking forward to over the weekend kind of catching up.
Catching up.
But all these little things that we learn, I think it's going to get easier. And but it's getting the information we need, the raw material, where to input it, and then have it help us build tools better so that our time can be used for other things that as humans
Hmm.
can do. So
Yeah. Have a little me time.
yes, yes.
That's all I need. Just a little me time,
So that
please.
I can interview more authors and talk to more authors.
Exactly. Well, see, those are the things that's fun. Like, what's that saying? Do something that, that you love, that you're passionate about, and you won't work a day in your life, right? Like I mean, that's also bogus, but
Yeah.
it's not real. If you actually think about it, I do love what I do, but I work my butt off every day for it.
But I think as creators, or I don't know, maybe that's just me. It's just that I have to keep doing.
Yes.
It's so the more help we have using AI productively gives us the ability to have more time to do other things. Like,
Yeah.
so it's using it wisely and ethically, and so that we can, because I feel this is a time that something that AI can't replace is our humans.
Yes. Well, it's like us being in the room conversing back and forth. This
Yeah.
like is not replaceable. I get that we're not in person, right? But we kind of are. We're virtually still interacting as human beings live together. Now, yes, in person is good too. Better, even better. But this back and forth in conversation, just being in the room with people, so valuable.
Mhm.
Absolutely. People are missing this part for sure. I agree with you.
Yeah, I think anyone that is a member that has a Zenler plan should attend these lives to find the time. Like I'm taking this session for my work productivity because I know that I will pick up something or it'll give me an idea or it will help me grow, and I have access directly to you or Kevin or anyone that's available, and then I can get help instantly. I don't have to necessarily wait for an email for customer support. This is something that I think is so valuable from Zenler. No matter that there's these little glitches, but the human, this,
Yeah.
amazing.
And I can
And
tell
with
you what,
everyone.
and here's the one thing I will say for Zenler. A lot of companies will offer support sessions to their people, but they don't offer this kind. They offer the traditional webinar kind where they're on and all you have is the chat. You're not interactive. You're not like this. It's like more like the summit. They're there. You can offer in the chat. They'll tell and answer the questions they choose to answer, not all of them, right? That's how live support works with other companies. That's you can go watch their videos right now, right? That is how their support works. Zenler's live support, we do not do that. Like we want it interactive. We want you in here with us. We want to get down into the weeds with you and help you figure those things out. It's not perfect, but we would rather be right here looking you in the eye and be able to be like, really, like, Lorelai, like, let's get into this. Like, you're a human being. You're not just a little chat window off to the side, right? You're not. You're a person. And I want to talk to you like you're a person, not like you're a little chat window, because that's how we talk to our AI as well. Everything, it's a chat window now. So it's a person, it's an AI, it's whoever. No, we're people, so we're going to talk together.
Okay, I have a tech question.
Oh,
Uh, so when I change in the brand, I change fonts and then I update
yes.
fonts. How long does it take for it to, or how do I clear cache or something so that, because sometimes I will change the font and
It doesn't take it.
it won't take it, and then I try to refresh. So do I have to log out, log in?
It should just work. And if it's not working, send it to
Oh,
support at Zenler
I figured
because
out something. And maybe I'll share this if it's helpful to anyone, because sometimes when I change the font, the brand, the type of font, but I noticed that one kept coming up bold. And what happened was like the rest were like how I wanted it.
Mhm.
And one kept popping bold. And then I realized that I had gone in and selected that feature and made it bold, but it didn't pick. So the system did make the effective change to it, but when I highlighted it,
You
how
hit
I
bold.
did it,
Yeah.
select italic, bold, or whatever. So now I have to be careful if I see it, that it's wrong, but I thought it should take it immediately then, like almost.
Yeah, it should be you save, refresh, it should be there.
Okay.
And if it's not, because I actually have to send a support ticket too, because somebody else was in here not that long ago. I'm trying to change my navigation and it won't take it. It won't take my navigation changes. I change the menu around, I hit save. On the in the editor, it looks right, but then when I go to the live site, it's still not showing up. So there are some, things happen. So somebody else was dealing with that not too long ago, so I need to send a message myself.
Sometimes when in blocks that a title won't change or the color, or it'll be a word or a language that I can't change, I
Yeah.
just highlight it and make it white or whatever background it is, and then I put the word that I want on top. So like if it'll
You
say,
can't just delete that box. Can't
it's
delete that
inside.
element.
It was once inside, so I figured I couldn't change it because it was part of like a language that
Yeah. What was the word though?
maybe like live webinar, like in the box.
Oh, okay. So
So
I'm just the only reason I say that, Lorelai, is just because, if it's like lorem ipsum text or something, you want to be careful leaving that there and just changing the color so people can't see it because Google can still read it, is what I'm saying. You know what I
okay,
mean? But as long as it's as long as it's something that makes sense and isn't gonna ding you,
yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. But
okay,
yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good fix for that. I've done that on my own site when it's like there's a thing I'm like, oh, I don't have time to do anything here. Let me just change the color to white so it matches the background, and now I don't have to worry about it.
yeah,
I've done that. But temporary fix for sure.
good.
Okay. Um,
I'll get back to working in case.
yeah. Get to work. Yes.
Yes,
Sure.
Ali, I'm planning to send one promo email to my subscribers once a
Okay.
week. Once a week. So now all my subscribers are on Substack, right?
Okay.
So when I send them an email, that post also sits on my Substack feed,
Yeah.
correct? But that's a
Right.
promotional email. That's a promo email. It's not piece of a content, right? So I'm planning to send the email and then unpublish that post from my Substack because I'm going to send once a week.
Okay.
What do
The
you
an
think about that?
email. Okay, so you want to do a promotional email.
Yes, inviting an offer, directly inviting someone to buy my course.
Okay. Okay, so instead of you can still use Substack for that, and just instead of making it a marketing email, just make it a not a marketing newsletter, article, whatever.
Okay.
A lot of
Okay.
people do that. So instead of just saying here buy my course, right, and making it like a sales page, don't make it a sales page, make it a sales letter, make it an essay. Talk about your journey, maybe talk about your customer's journey, talk
Yeah.
about this is this is the course. You can even design little pull-out boxes on your Substack newsletter that make it here, buy the course here. Put a
Can I
button.
show you? Can I
Yeah,
show
yeah,
you?
yeah.
I already do it, but I
Okay.
do it in a very I do it, but I do it in a very subtle way.
Okay.
But now I want to do it in a proper, like I want to offer my
Yes.
product. Yeah.
Yes, in this way, yes, you can still do that, but do it through more like a sales letter. It can still be very sales, like, hey, today I'm going to talk to you about this course program I
Yeah.
have that
Yeah.
I created, and I'm going to tell you why I created it. It costs this much.
Yeah.
If you're a member of my course, go ahead and comment below and tell people what you like about it, right? Like make it that way, make it an
Yes. Yes.
essay and make it very directly about your course, but tell it in a way that makes it appropriate to be published on Substack. And you can
Yes.
leave it there. And you can pin it to
Yeah.
the top if you want and be like, hey, this is my sales letter. Like, go for
Yeah.
it. Absolutely, you can do that. I've seen I'll look and see. There was one recently on Substack that I got that was it was a very just it was like a sales page as a thing, so people definitely do it. I would make sure that it's like sort of uh
It's an invitation. It is not a
yeah,
buy my thing. It's an
yeah,
invitation.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, make it definitely be very direct about it for sure. You could be like, hey, I'm writing today's essay, today's article is about my course. It
Yeah.
costs this much. Uh and the
Can I
reason that
share my
I'm
screen?
yeah, go ahead. Do I have
Yeah.
that ability? Yeah, there you
Do
go.
you see my screen?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So this is a post which says the power of a simple trend following system. Okay.
Mm.
Now when you scroll down, you see there is a button here.
Yeah,
I say I teach swing and positional trading in my detailed video course. To save tons of your time, you enroll here. When they click here,
yep,
they go to my Zenler site. So
yep.
this is a very subtle way. This is included in the post. And then
Yes, I like that.
I end it with a signature. Okay. But this is a very subtle way
Yeah,
of
subtle.
inviting someone because
Yeah.
99% of this post is content, it's education. And
Yes.
that remaining 1% is the promotion. But now I
Yeah.
want to write, like, you understand what I'm saying? I want to
Yes,
write a
yes. No,
proper,
I
yeah,
100%
yeah,
do it as people leave those letters leave them on Substack. So I'm going to send you one
yeah. So
that
it's like a
I,
perpetual offer. It's
yes,
like
and
a
it's
perpetually
there.
stays on your, yeah,
Right. So when you send that one, you don't remove it. Don't,
yeah,
because it still counts towards your open
yeah,
rates. It still
yes,
counts towards all of that. And people may comment on it and it may come back up. And those kind of posts you don't have to do every week. You can do those like once a month on Substack, I think is kind of the trend, or what, like twice a month.
yes,
Do that kind of thing. It depends on how often you're publishing, like what your publishing cadence is.
yeah,
Um, but a lot of people, the way that I see them doing it, like Substack has its own culture, okay?
yeah,
And And so Substackers tend to be pretty like, especially the old school long haulers, right? The founding people that, they've created this culture and they're very protective of it of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I know.
So they really are. But yeah, so definitely 100% you can do that and you don't even have to delete it. You can send those
Yes.
out once or twice a month and leave them just like they are. Design it out just like you do your newsletter. Your essays look
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
They look very well
I like the
formatted.
idea of weaving it into a story. I like that idea of weaving a proper story of a
Yeah.
like a testimonial letter
Yes, a
because
long form testimonial.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You can even get any of your previous students, if they've sent you anything, include screenshots of their reviews of your
Yeah, yeah.
course in there. Include,
Absolutely.
like, yeah, make it like you can make it like a real sales page, but more as a story. Like, hey, I write and I give a lot of free content, and once in a while I'm going to promote my
Yeah,
program.
yeah. Correct. Correct.
Like people respect that. Like they respect transparency and honesty. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
look at all the stuff that he's giving away for free.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, every once in a while, he's going to promote his thing. And the fact is, if the people that are on your list don't like that, they can leave, right? Goodbye.
Yes. Yes.
You're not being unreasonable. You're doing something,
Mm, yeah.
well-intentioned, whatever. So, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
do it. Yeah. Yep.
Unbelievable what Substack is doing for my business.
I'm so excited for you.
25 subscribers per day.
Nice.
This is not followers, Ali. This is proper subscribe. So
Subscribers.
that is why I am moving from Twitter to Twitter. I am getting like one subscriber, one follower per day.
Yeah.
Here I am getting 25 a day. I am
25
post
new email subscribers a day.
a
Like,
day.
that's
Yes.
amazing.
I
I
sent you
love
a
this for
screenshot
you.
also. It's crazy.
Good. I love it. And you can even include part of your Substack store. You can even at some point you're like this first one, write however you're going to write, but after you've had some time on Substack, you can even make that sales letter essay be also about your Substack journey. Be like, I've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
this for this many years. I've been taught, I've been doing it. And then I started this Substack, the Substack
Yes.
community, show screenshots of I'm getting 20, like this has been amazing. And, all of this is the accumulation of my work and this program that I've put together because I really care, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
This is, and and this is the best growth I've seen in my email list in this many years. Like people really like to hear the behind the scenes of your
Yeah. Yeah.
story. One of the speakers at the summit yesterday, I want to say it was Mike, somebody. Sorry, I can't remember his name, but he was talking about that exact thing. He was talking about the copywriting, and from as a writer, as somebody who's a writer, coming from you and how infusing your personal story and your journey and your experience and sharing, the fails and the this and the wins and the
Yeah.
behind the scenes, that actually makes people connect to you more as a human being, and that
Yeah.
really people will be your customer when they're choosing who to go with. A lot of times it's not they don't go with whoever's the best technically speaking. They go with the person that they feel some trust with, that they believe in, that they feel like they
Yeah.
know. And that is exactly how it is. That's why it's so important to make sure that the human part of your business. Automation is great, AI is great. We want to use the tools that make our work easier, but we want to make sure that we are still showing up in the places where that human connection is needed, and using our voice in that way is a great way to continue
Yeah.
to share that with our people. Yeah. That's good. I'm so excited for you, Rohit. I'm so
Yeah.
glad
Yeah.
that Substack
Yeah, you
really.
made me start Substack. So it's
Listen,
25 subscribers is unbelievable. It's beyond
my
my
name is my
yeah,
name is Alice, and I do go down rabbit holes,
yeah,
right? I mean, it's Allie. I go by Allie, but Alice is my government name, so to speak. So I
yeah,
do go down rabbit holes, and I tend to send people down them as well.
yeah,
But they're always profitable, as long as they're profitable
yeah,
rabbit holes, you all,
yeah,
okay? Let's
yeah, yeah,
make that
absolutely, absolutely.
profitable.
One I would like to share something game changing that happened in my business. I get this email from students. Okay, they say that okay, we bought a stock here, we sold it here, and they send me a detailed email. What I do is I open that email and I record a video discussing that email in detail.
Oh,
That
nice.
video sits on my YouTube channel. So it's like it's like a testimonial. Now I take that video and I make a sales letter on Substack
Mm-hmm.
inviting people to watch the video in which my actual student has taken a trade, bought a stock, made profit on the stock using my system. So that video becomes a part of my sales letter.
Nice.
It's a very good idea because now those videos are already sitting on my channel. I just
Yeah,
don't know how to integrate them in a particular article. Once
yeah,
I'm able to do that, that I think that will improve the sales.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's a great use of it because you're getting traffic from YouTube, so you want to keep stuff there,
Yes,
which makes
yes,
sense. You're obviously getting a great traffic from Substack. Amazing.
absolutely.
I love that for you. Um, so can you embed YouTube videos into Substack
I will
essays?
show you. You want to see that? I will show you. See, I have created a button. See, you see this? I have
Yeah,
created a button called Start Here. Start
nice.
Here. When I click Start Here, you see chapter 1, this video. Then
Yep.
chapter 2, this video. Then
Nice.
chapter 3, this video. If somebody watches these 4 videos, I'm telling you, Ali, there is a 90% chance they will buy my course because these 4 videos have got the most like I've got the most feedback from these 4 videos. And it
Nice.
sits right there in line. That's why I kept created a separate page for these videos.
Nice. You said, I'm gonna make sure these shine. These are
Yeah.
it.
If you are new to me, please watch those 4 videos. At least
Yes,
watch those 4.
that's everywhere you go. Here, watch this video.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just walking around with your phone in your hand, handing it to people.
Yeah.
Here, watch this.
Yes, that's it. See, you know why I got Substack, you said is a rabbit hole, but you see Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, unless someone logs into these platforms, they cannot access my content. Like
Yep.
no matter what I publish on Twitter, if you are not on Twitter, you will never see my content.
Yep.
But that is not the case with Substack.
Hmm.
You don't need
Yep.
to be a Substack member to access my Substack content and buy my video course directly from Substack without logging in.
Yep.
That's unbelievable. And it's free.
Yeah. Yep. That's the thing. You really have to think about these platforms. Some of them are making changes. They're opening their platforms a little bit more so that they can connect to different software and different tools. But honestly, most of them don't go far enough, to
Yeah.
give us the ownership that we should have. And Substack does a better job at it than
Yes.
most.
Yes.
And don't
Much
get me
better.
wrong, it has its problems. There's problems there
Yeah.
too. They
Yeah.
change their algorithm. They do things that really tick off creators. Okay. We've had that conversation here about,
Yes.
Zenler and earlier and do we fix things and do we do things? And it's like, we get it. But these companies, they have to go with the average user, not specific to each person. So it becomes up to us to be the ones that are protecting ourselves and our businesses by looking into what platforms really offer us the most freedom and
Yeah.
ownership and owning the list, like you said, that's really important. You're not getting 25 Facebook followers or Twitter followers. You're getting 25 email subscribers
Absolutely.
every
Absolutely.
single day from
Yes.
this platform. And
Yes.
that's incredible. Like
Yeah.
that is how you compound and build assets and use these platforms in the way that is really creator first, because you are benefiting from that greatly,
They
That's
allow you
amazing.
to export your email list.
Hmm.
I have exported my email list into an CSV file, which
Yeah.
sits in my Evernote account.
Yeah.
In case if Substack just disappears,
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
I have my people in Evernote. That's it.
Backup
That
of
Excel
backup
sheet
of
is the
backup.
asset. Yeah,
Backups of backups of backups. Yeah, we all
yeah,
have to do that. We all have to do that. And you're going to start noticing some of these platforms are going to start, doing a few more things that seem like they're making a turn towards creators. But we always just have to ask that question of, what are they getting out of it, whatever the platform
yeah,
is.
yeah,
But yeah, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, those ones it's way more difficult to get eyes on your content, number
yeah,
one, and you don't own your relationships there. You just
yes,
don't.
yes,
I know all of these creators, they have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram, and they have their little Instagram newsletter chat thread thing. But they don't, that's their messaging app. Those are not email subscribers. They don't own them.
yes,
They don't
yes,
anything of them. If their page gets shut down, if the algorithm changes, those people lose their audience in a
yeah,
second and any
yeah, yeah,
revenue coming from that traffic. So if you do not own your list, you're really on fragile ground.
yeah,
Yeah. Yep, it's scary. And a lot of people still do that. I'm so surprised by it. But I do talk about it a lot, and I really hope to educate as many people as possible that platforms are not a business plan. They are
yeah,
tools and they can be useful, but you have to know what their role in your business is, You have to know that. What role does this tool play? What role does AI play in my business? What
yeah,
role does Zenler, this platform, play in my business? What role does Substack play in my business? What role does this play? Why is it here? And what if it goes away? What do I do? How do I replace it? Right? Because the main engine has got to be you. You got ownership at the center. And then as you go out, what are these? This is your distribution channel. This is where you build trust. This is where you do whatever. You're just giving them a job, right? We kind of get emotionally connected to things. Like, I love, if you're a photographic person, maybe Instagram is really your thing. You love
yes,
the visual thing of it, and you just get so excited about it. They go in and they build on Instagram, and they're loving it, but they don't actually have a business because they only have an Instagram account and an
yes,
Instagram following, and they've not been building their own list, their own site, their own whatever. Because even with Zenler is the platform, but you still have, if you have a custom domain, you still have that part ownership, right? Because you own
yes,
the domain. So you still have ownership. So with platforms like this, you can still have some ownership if you're setting yourself up correctly. So
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
thing. That is a good thing.
Another thing is that AI has is started reducing cost in my business. For example, I canceled my subscription to Canva because I was using Canva to create thumbnails.
Mm-hmm.
That subscription is gone.
Yep.
Second, there is a website called invoicehome.com. So I used to use that website to create an invoice. I was paying like $10 a month. That subscription is gone. Then I was subscribed to Zoom. Now, Zoom is saying for a one-on-one coaching session, there is no time limit. So Zoom subscription is gone. So Zoom is gone, Canva out, Invoice Home is out. So three subscriptions gone. Now I
Nice.
just have one subscription, which is Claude, which is like $20 a month.
Yep.
That's it.
Well, that's good to save you
It's
money. And that's
actually
the thing.
reducing cost in the business.
Yes, reduce cost, but do it in a way
Cost,
that
time.
works for
Yeah.
you. Yes,
Yeah.
cost and time and effort,
Time.
all of those things
Yeah.
matter. All of those things matter for sure. Absolutely. All matters. Hi, Sally. I see Sally came in. Lorian, what's your question?
I signed up for a calendar um, program because we talked about how it just doesn't, Zenler's calendar
It's,
isn't a scheduling
yeah,
calendar.
yeah.
And it connects with Zoom, but it asks me to sign in. Is there any way to connect it with a Zenler Zoom?
No, because
Okay.
it's not your Zoom, it's Zenler's. Do you know what I
Yep.
mean? So
I
that's
figured, but I
why.
thought I'd ask. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I'm trying to think what would be another way for scheduling. So what calendar tool did you get?
Neato.
Neat.
NeatoCal. I really,
Okay.
I like what they say. We'll see if I like what they do. Um, and I could connect it to Meet or other things too. It just would be nice if I had something that would actually schedule the appointment in Zenler when somebody signed up.
Yeah, no kidding. Something ends out. Yeah, I don't, some people are doing something. I'll start looking at that more seriously because I do want to also have some scheduling stuff, and I'm not sure which thing to use either. Part of the thing would be maybe something with Google. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta figure it out too. Yeah.
Zenler might be able to partner with them. I don't know. Or
Yeah.
like with Zoom, they have it set up so that if you can connect your Zoom or other thing that someone schedules and they send you and them an email and they set up the meeting and everything's just all done, which is really
Yeah.
nice.
Yep. Yeah.
All
Hi,
right.
Sally. Thank you. Yeah, did you really love the summit?
I did. I was there for the
Good.
whole 12 hours. I mean,
Oh
I
my God.
had to, it takes short breaks now and then, but yeah, it was fabulous.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I was really happy with it too. I think I got something out of even David said, like, we're in this stuff all the time, but it's an ever growing so fast that there's something new breaking right now that's updated somewhere. You know what I mean? There's new
Yeah.
information around every
Yeah,
corner. So
yeah, I mean, everything is a challenge for me, all of this technical stuff, but I feel like this is all happening so that I can really put myself out there like I intended to years ago and could never figure out how to do it.
yep, exactly. And I'm not sure you weren't here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there again. I put the link. It's Notebook LM. I created a support desk notebook. It's a learning tool. It's pretty cool if you're not familiar with Google products. Notebook LM is fun. It's free to use. You do get extra benefits if you're on any Google paid plan of any kind. But that's the support desk notebook that I created, and you can it's got all the support desk sessions in it.
Thank you. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I
and it's
clicked on
got
the link, so
David's.
hopefully I've got the thing open because I'm going to have to go back into session now.
Yes. Thank you for popping in, Sally.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, I'm just so grateful to you and, for Zenler and for, all of these things. It's amazing. But I hope I'll get to see you next week.
Yes, sounds good. Thanks,
Thank
Sally.
you.
See you
Bye-bye.
soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, it's almost 2, so we are going to be wrapping up soon. Is there any final pressing things that anybody needs answered before we leave today at all? That's good. So hopefully, no, you're like, no, I don't need anything. So hopefully, did you have a question?
Yeah, a super basic one. I'm just getting started.
Okay.
When you're putting elements onto a page that you're creating, uh, they there's a few options with, 50% of the page or 30, 30,
Yeah.
30 or whatever, but you
Yep.
can't just move them around where you want them and you can't resize them.
Yeah, you can.
You
Here, let me
can?
show you. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, so um do I have an editor open anywhere? No, that's fine.
I started months ago and then I kind of haven't been on for a long time, so I'm restarting and I was just
Yeah, I understand it could it's not exactly like riding a bike, okay? Like this tech like I do some things one time and then I don't do it for 6 months and I go, oh my God, I gotta relearn this whole thing again. I do understand. Okay, so I'm just gonna drop a block in here and then add the thing. So now these are just templates for you to preset it. Okay. So
right.
once you choose that, it's presetting it, but you can move these around. Just click, drag, move. You can resize anything.
I wonder why it wasn't working for me. I thought
You've
that you should
gotta,
be able to.
you hover over the little green spot and then you
Uh,
pull, drag, and then it'll go.
okay. Yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah, you
That,
can reformat them.
that's the way I expected it to work, but
And it didn't.
I'll
Okay,
try
well
again.
try again. And if it's not working on that particular one, maybe if it's possible to delete that block if there's nothing in it, if you're not like doing just delete it and create a new block or a new element and see if that works. Because maybe there's something wrong with that one or something. I
Um,
don't
Let me just go to that screen for a second. Um, is there any pages where it's restricted?
I know if you have the ability to add this, you have the ability to adjust it.
Okay.
Unless it was something, unless somebody did something, I don't know.
No,
If
it's
it's a,
just me. So I'll play with it more. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Well, see, like clicking here and trying to do anything doesn't work unless
But
you've got the whole thing highlight. Oop, unless you've got the whole thing highlighted and then this should move,
okay.
you know? So yeah, definitely test it out and make sure it works. And if it doesn't, um do a screen recording of it, and send that to support at Zenler because that's like the tech team. If there's a glitch, if something weird's happening, they're
Yeah.
the ones. But and the best way to show them the context is to do this.
Right. Right. No, I tried a few different boxes and then I tried to delete one so that then I could move over the other box and then it didn't want to move. It just made itself big. So it was like,
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
so then I started, doing it with spaces and trying to move my text. I'm like, this can't be the way.
No, this cannot be the way. This is way too much work. It is not the way. And
Yeah.
generally speaking, in Zenler, if you're like testing stuff out, one of the things I recommend is here, I'll share my screen again just to show you how what I do. And that is that I have this set up, right? So this is this like a test page. This is just a test site, but on my real site, I have this too. And that is I have a template. I call it a template page. And then what I do with that page is I build blocks for my site. I don't build on my live site ever. I don't build one block on my live site. I build the block in a non-published page. I make sure it works. I make sure it's good to go, right? And then wherever that block is, then I just save it as a template. So that once, come on. You can do it. There we go. Because right here in your block, you can save this as a template. So you can get the format, you can put your stuff in here, get it designed, save it, and then hit the save icon. You name it and save it. And then over here in your block section, if you scroll all the way down to the very bottom, these are your custom blocks. And so now then you go to your regular page that you've got published on your site once the block is done, and then you just drop it onto your page, right?
Awesome.
Once it's finished. So compose these blocks, test them out, play with your content in a non-live setting, and then save it as a template, and then you can just drop it fully finished right on your live page without messing around.
Excellent. Yeah. Yeah. I remember it being pretty intuitive and, having fun with it back when I was playing
Yeah.
with it. And then I got, when Zenler was
Life
saying all the things
happens.
about the AI, then I was just like, okay, so now I'm back in, and now I'm like, I gotta clean all this stuff up. So thank you.
And did I have your name right? Is it Santa?
Yeah, that's a typo with my middle initial got too close, but
Okay, so
yeah,
Santa is the name?
yeah,
Is that how you
Santa or
say it?
Sana. Yeah,
Sana?
yeah, either way.
In a way,
All good.
okay. Okay. I like to say I have a friend named Marisa, but everybody in the US calls it Marissa. She's from Canada. It's kind of a French Canadian thing. Pronunciation is Marisa. And that's her name. So I want to say it
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So,
I
but yeah,
appreciate it.
you'll get back into the swing of it. We do this every Thursday. What
Uh,
time zone are you in?
I'm in Connecticut, so Eastern.
Oh, okay.
So I was
Eastern.
happy to see
Okay.
that it's really long because
Yeah, 11 to 2
I
we
know.
run. So
So I
yeah,
had you
so
on while I was doing other things, but just being inspired. So thank you.
perfect. I'm so glad. And and also are you in the community on the site, on the tutorial site? In the Zenler community? Here, I'll show you
Um,
what it looks like so you can see if it
I,
looks familiar. It's like here. So this is what it looks like. I can put the link in the chat as well. I manage the Zenler community. The Facebook group has got a lot of people in it. There's over 9,000 people in that group. It's fairly active and there's a lot of people that help each other. I do not do Facebook. Like
okay.
I just don't. I'm not going in there, and I don't manage the Facebook group. That somebody else from the team does that there. But I do manage this area. And so for these kind of conversations and things like that, as you're learning and growing, you can come in here and you can ask questions. You can also comment on any of the support desk digests from our sessions. If you're going to be coming in, say next Thursday, on Monday or Tuesday, or like, oh, I've been working on this thing in my Zenler site and I'm struggling with this and this. So when I come in Thursday, that's what I'm going to be talking about. And that way I can kind of look at that area ahead of time. So I have like more really specific information to give you. So it's a little bit more productive when we get in here. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
there seems to be lots of resources. I find that when I search, it sends me usually to YouTube. Somebody's put a video up and it's often David and, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's, kind of, I try, and then I go searching and then, but sometimes I'm like, I get lost watching too many videos. So I wanted
Oh
to.
yeah, absolutely. For sure. I get that too. Do you have the links for the notebook and for David's GPT?
I took the two links that you put in, the notebook and the tutorial. There's another link to find.
Here, I'll put in the third one. That's a GPT. That's a little GPT. It's a Zenler Education GPT that David created. So you can ask it questions as well, and it will help answer, and
Awesome.
it'll give you the link so you can click through to the link as well. So it'll give you that. The notebook does that too, and so does the GTP. It's just options and whatever feels good with your using, you
Yeah.
use it.
I've been becoming good friends with chat.
Yes, same.
So thank you
Yeah,
so much.
you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Well, we have gotten to our time for the day, but I appreciate you all. It's a very lively session today, which I expected. The summit really invigorates people. I mean, just look, even Sana's in here going, "Yep, I got
Coming
reinvigorated. I
back.
heard
Yeah.
something. I'm coming back in." Lorelai said that a few months back, something happened, and she's like, "Okay, I'm back in." Like it happens, right? And this place is here, and we're glad that you all showed up today. And we will be back next week, same bat place, same bat time. So come in Thursdays from 11 to 2. We're here, even if, like everybody has said, sometimes it's valuable just to sit and listen and be in the room.
Yeah.
We like that.
And be inspired. Like Rohit, your thing with trade,
Rohit.
that's like I'm gonna have to look you up. That sounds great.
Yeah. He's doing really good.
Anyway,
Thank
I
you
gotta
all
go.
so much. Thank you. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend, okay?
You too. You too. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.